Okay guys, Rooster here in Tennessee. If you're interested in what's in this video, you can shoot me a text, 423-299-3535. Figured I better start giving that out at the beginning of the videos because sometimes people don't watch until the end. Texas Star DX350 high drive. This is a newer model Texas Star, and it does have the additional fan kit put on it. So you got separate power wires that come out for the fan kit. You got a switch, you can turn the fan kit on and off. So it's got legs that elevate it a little bit. If you pull the switch this way, the fan's off. Turn it this way, the fan kit is on. The light does not work in the power switch, but obviously the power switch works. Light also does not work in the dial watt switch. Preamp does work, as you can hear more static get picked up in the background. The dial watt enables the variable, so you can start turning it back when you have that button pushed in. When it's pushed out, it's wide open. The meter does work. Check, 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 check. Audio. So the meter does work on it just fine. We're testing it at 14.6. The history of this amp, okay, this is a newer model Texas Star. So there's a reason that I do not carry new model Texas Stars, because as far as I know, they are still using DEI transistors. Now those transistors do DIE quite often, they die. And this one was no exception to that. The gentleman that got it is a friend of mine, and it lasted about 5 key ups with the DEIs in it, and it smoked. So it now has HG2879s in it, and until Texas Star stops using DEIs, whatever surplus they have of them, I'm going to personally stay away from them. But this one has HGs in it now, so it's better off now than what it was when it was new. If you guys have seen some of my videos, you may have seen the 667 that I had that was a newer model Texas Star, and it actually caught on fire while I was doing a test video on it. So yeah, I'm not a fan of the DEI transistors whatsoever. Again, this amp now has HG2879s in it and seems to be running pretty good. We'll go ahead and show you how much current it draws. We're going to put 50 watts PEP into it and 20 watts average, and that's with a 3-watt dead key. So the amp is wide open because this button is out. We're just going to give it a good audio. Audio. So 25 amps is what we're drawing. Again, that's the radio and the amp. So we'll come over here to our bird meter and show you how much it's doing over here. This is going to be average power with the amplifier wide open, 1000 watt slug, bottom scale. Hello, hello. So about 150 average. Not too bad. Not too bad. I have seen, you know, 2-pill 2879s do a little bit more, but 150 average is okay. PEP, still looking at the bottom scale. Hello, 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 hello. And this thing is struggling to go to 300. So about 295. I'm not even going to call that 300. We're going to say 295 there. Audio, check, check. Audio, check, check. Audio. About 295 PEP. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to push this in, and let's go back to like 2 o'clock, see what it does. Go back to peak. Hello, audio, 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 audio. So 100 watts right there, audio check. So that thing really turns it down. Let's go to 3 o'clock. Hello, 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 hello. 3 o'clock pushes it to 200. So if you turn it all the way down, it's probably not going to do much at all. If turning it back to 3 o'clock makes it do 200, and turning it back to 2 makes it do 100, well, you can imagine it's not going to do too much back here. Variable feels nice. Don't feel any burnt spots in it. A lot of times they'll have some burnt spots if they've been left in the same place for a long time, or if they've had a high power radio driven into them. Check, 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 check. Meter works on it fine. So you might be saying, well, why is it only showing 150 watt, or excuse me, why is it only showing 290 watts PEP? Well, I really think this amp could have a lot more justice done to it had it had bigger power wires on it. I don't even know if this is 12 gauge. I think it's 14. So very small power wires coming out of it. If you get this, you know, I would definitely consider Upgrading the power wires. I mean, you can see these are the wires coming off the amp, and I don't care to tell people this. I mean, you know, I'd rather somebody see it. And these are the wires coming off my radio. So this is a 12 gauge radio kit, the Workman 12 gauge power cords I sell, double fused, and this is the wire coming off the amp. So I actually have bigger wires feeding my radio than this thing does coming off of it. That being said, I will make somebody a good deal on this. These things are quite expensive, brand new, and I'm willing to cut somebody a pretty good price on it. Make somebody what I think will be a more than fair price. It does have the sideband switch in the back. There's the delay working, so take that for what you will. Some added value to it there. It does have sideband, it does have preamp. I mean, you're talking about $100 worth of additions if you were buying a custom amp. So if you're buying, you know, Fat Boy, Car Built, Dave Made, whatever, to have a preamp and a sideband added, probably looking around $100. So there's a little bit of value in that. But it is what it is. It could be improved. I would upgrade the power wires on it if it was mine. I think you'd probably see another 50 to 75 watts out of it, believe it or not. I do believe the amp itself is starving for power, and I believe there could be some improvements made to it. But I will make somebody a fair deal on it. Texas Star DX350 HDV. If you're interested in it, shoot me a text, 423-299-3535. Again, do know it does have the fan kit on it as well. So nice little amp for what it is. Could it be improved? Yes, but all things considered, not a bad running little box. All right, guys, have a good one. Rooster in Tennessee. See you, bye.